wrecks the canoes, and they've already moved.
Yeah.
And so he gives up, and he's like, I guess whoever was here isn't here now.
Yeah.
And so he just goes back to the cabins. And then they're like, what the like, who the fuck is that? That's a dead body, you know?
Yeah.
That's finally when people start to realize that there's something bigger going on. What happens? Oh, I forgot to say. So when she gets free, there's this scene that I actually didn't remember in the theaters. Maybe it was because it was this was the killer cut, so it was an extended cut, and there was this kind of scene where she has to crawl over the bodies of all her dead friends from the beginning of the movie, which is fucking crazy. You get the sense of the time that has passed with the decomposing, which I thought was a cool detail.
Yeah, there's just this big ass room that he stores all the dead bodies in. I would assume it didn't smell too good in there.
We cut back to the cabin where Chewie breaks this important family heirloom chair after they're doing this kind of shot game thing, and Trent gets really pissed off at him. He's like, you fucking asshole, this is a family heirloom, my dad's gonna kill me when he sees this. And Chewie's like, don't worry, all I need is some tools, I can put this together, man, I'm really good with my hands. And Trent's like, you better pull some MacGyver shit, go to the shed right now and fix this before I get really pissed. So Chewie goes out to the isolated, fucked up shed.
That's like
scene.
It's like a football field away from the house. It's like, why wouldn't you just put it next to the house?
Yeah. And he basically is just like, oh, holy shit! Like, poor people call this a house.
Yeah, because it is a big ass shed.
And they have brand new skis and a bunch of stuff that they never used.
He's like, oh, you never used this in your life.
You fucking douchebag.
Yeah. And I like the fact that he was just chugging up Trent's dad's liquor supply.
Oh yeah.
He's like, you could grease some wheels with this. But yeah. And that's when,
he by this time he's kind of wasted.
Yeah.
And he's just fucking around, and he sees a hockey stick. And he starts playing around. He smashes one of the lights. Yeah. And then he runs into our friend Jason.
Oh yeah.
Behind him.
Yeah.
And there's that really fun little piece of dialogue where he's like, are you looking for this?
Yeah, he hands him the hockey stick, and he's like, now your outfit is complete. And then he gets murdered.
It doesn't end too well.
Not for Chewie.
He gets
a screwdriver to the neck.
Yeah, it's one of the more brutal,
nice and slow,
intense kills.
It was kind of going nice and slow. It reminded me a lot of the I don't know if you've seen Saving Private Ryan.
Oh yeah,
the scene where the knife is going slowly through the guy's chest. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's horrible.
That's a fucked up movie, man.
Yeah.
That's a horror.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, heads exploding and shit.
Like, dude walking around picking up his own arm, like, oh, this is mine.
People picking up their guts and stuff.
Fuck.
Wow.
Savage.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Bonus track. Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Hey. Where were
Anyways, Chewie dies.
Yeah.
Horribly.
Chewie dies.
And that's when Trent and
Bree
are
they get it on.
They getting it on
because Trent gets mad at Jenna, and he goes through wild assumptions, thinking that she's fucking Clay.
Yeah.
When they actually didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Besides not die.
Yeah.
Anyway, and they do this uncomfortably long sex scene.
Yeah, that was actually really long. That was overly
so long and kind of weirdly creepy, trying too hard to be funny. Where this guy Trent is just talking about her boobs
and how like symmetrical
and like stupendous. He says stupendous. Your titties are stupendous or something.
He's like your nipple placement is impeccable.
It's just
like it's so great.
It's very uncomfortable scene after a while because it lasts what feels like more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because so you get Jason peeping in on them, and then Jenna comes and she runs up to the window and she's like about to smack on the window, and then Jason comes out and recaptures her.
Yeah.
And all the while they're barely still finishing.
Yeah.
Naked.
Yeah. That scene took a good minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then Clay and Jenna end up rolling up.
They roll up back to the cabin.
Yeah.
And they tell everybody what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And our buddy Lawrence has just finished smoking weed, and he's kind of just hanging out. And he's like, "Are you fucking with me? Because I'm high."
He's like, "That's not cool, man. I just smoked."
And then all of a sudden he grabs this kind of walk and he's like, you know what?
Like using it as a shield.
Yep.
He's like, Chewie's out there. I gotta go save my buddy.
Yep.
And you can tell that's like probably his best friend or something.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. Even that was my best friend. I'm sorry.
Damn, you're just gonna leave me out there?
I'm sorry.
I'm already dead probably, but it's all right.
Oh, man, Wes can take care of himself. He's good.
He's the swan.
He's the swan. He's just fucking flying away. He's safe in the air.
So Lawrence goes back he goes out to the shed to check up on his buddy Chewie, who's already met his demise.
A fire stick poker and a walk as a shield. He's a knight in shining armor.
Mm-hmm. And he opens. He gets back to this kind of one of those big meat freezers.
Yeah.
He opens it up, thinking that there's going to be a body inside. There's no body. And then they have this jump scare put in where his Chewie's body drops from the rafters and hits him in the head, and then he turns around and Jason's waiting for them right there. And then there's this big kind of fight, this showdown, and Lawrence is like, "You ain't getting me." Pretty much. He's like, "Don't touch me, motherfucker." And he gets his whacks in. He fucking
gets some good hits in.
Jabs him in the face. He fucking stabs him in the ankle. And kind of wounds him. And that really pisses Jason off, and I think you get a sense of when he's pissed too.
You see Lawrence take off out of the shed, and you see Jason just flipping the shelves, like these big ass metal, shelves that they have. That,
nothing.
Yeah, and he's just like, "Oh, fuck out of my way," like fucking Juggernaut, basically.
Yeah, and you see him. So you see out of focus Jason sprinting after him. Something that I really like a detail is that he runs.
Yeah. And
he's not afraid to run throughout this. And he picks up an axe that's right outside the shed and
next to a pile of wood.
Fucking lunges it at.
Because they give you the impression that Lawrence is gonna make it. Because he's taking off. He's like, oh, he's gonna get to the house and warn.
Fast.
He's gonna get to warn everybody and tell them that this shit's real. Someone really is killing people. And Jason, he tomahawks him from a pretty good distance. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he gets him right in the back. And he kind of basically just wounds him enough that he's still alive.
He can't walk.
So that he's
paralyzed.
He's basically paralyzed.
I think, because he hits him right pretty much in the spine. Yeah. It looks like. And he's using him as bait.
Yeah.
Because he knew he would be like, hey, help me. And somebody is going to run out to save him.
Danny Trejo style. Just like in Predator, when they use Danny Trejo.
Oh, yeah.
Help me.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah, man. Anyways, they use Lawrence as he uses Lawrence as bait, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And Jenna is the one who wants to go out there and help him.
She's like, no, we gotta help him.
Yeah.
And of course
Clay.
Clay's he's the smarter of the bunch.
He's just using him. Mm-hmm. And once Jason realizes that no one's coming out, he picks Lawrence up and throws him on his back. So fatality.
Fucking smashes the fucking axe through the rest of his body.
Yeah, it shoots out through his chest then.
Killing him instantly.
Yeah, and
very
then
brutal.
Tosses him in a hot tub.
Yeah, which I didn't see that. That's another extra scene.
Yeah.
In the theatrical one, they don't ever show that he threw him in a hot tub.
Yeah. Which is cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. And That's when
Trent grabs the hidden gun.
Yeah.
Probably his dad's weapon.
Yeah.
And Jason he's already up on the second story.
Yeah.
And he sneaks in through a window, and Bree, I don't know why she goes off by herself, but she's in she ends up in the bathroom, and she pulls back the shower to kind of investigate by herself. Fucking white people, man. Like, why would you do that? I'm sorry, excuse me. I don't mean to be rude, but it's like sometimes in these movies they write just the characters in general. They write them to be stupid.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes to keep everything going, which is it's the truth, right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, she investigates, and he's in the bathroom hiding behind the door. She pulls back the shower. He's right there. He grabs her so he muffles her screams, and he throws her up on this coat rack.
Yeah, which was deer horns.
Yeah, so that's a real brutal. She dies right away.
And then the police show up.
Mm-hmm. Well, one cop.
Yeah, one cop. Yeah, that they call. There's like, oh, there's a murderer here, and they send one cop.
That's so crazy, man, because
there's a murderer. All
like,
right.
Did these filmmakers not like police very much? Because this guy, he literally gets out of the car and he walks up and knocks on the door, and he's like, "Hey, police!"
Yeah.
And Jason just fucking jumps down from the second story behind him and fucking nails him through the eye.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. With the fire stick poker that Lawrence had. Fuck. Yeah, through the eye, straight through the door.
I like that. I like that. I didn't catch that. I like that continuity of the weapons.
Yeah,
yeah, that's cool.
That was pretty brutal. And he's just stuck on the door. And then they run upstairs.
They're like, "Oh fuck, oh fuck!"
Clay and
then Trent reveals that he has the gun, and Clay's like, "You fucking dummy! You have a gun? Like let's just leave.
Yeah,
let's go then."
Yeah.
And he's firing because he's
hearing
scared.
noises all over the house, and he's shooting in the closet, shooting in the bathroom,
wasting the clip.
Yeah.
And then he shoots in the bathroom where Bree is.
Yeah.
Hitting her, but she's already dead. But he didn't know that. And there's this really weird like scene where he opens the door and he looks and he sees that Bree's dead, and he says, "Oh, Bree's dead. He killed Bree.
He got Bree." Yeah.
But
he's like, "Let's go."
But he really thinks that he killed her.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, what a scumbag. But it's just funny how far they go to make the viewer think that he's a scumbag. It's funny.
To show you that this guy is just a total douche. Fucking tool.
And so Trent, Clay, and Jenna, they make a run for it.
Yeah, they went for they go for the Clay's motorcycle, and then Trent goes for the police cruiser, and he's like, "Hello, police!"
And Jason throws Bree's body down, on the police cruiser, and you hear Trent go, "Ah!" like a girl,
like a fucking bitch. Yeah,
and he gets scared and he takes off into the woods.
Yeah, they all kind of split up. Clay and Jenna stick together and they take off, and then Trent runs off on his own. And that's when he ends up losing his gun, dropping it into the ravine or the little creek or whatever it is.
And he tries to look for it.
Where the fuck are you, gun?
Even if he had found it, once you get those muzzles wet, you have to dry them out or it won't fire anyway. So, what a dumbass. So he goes out, and this tow truck driver pulls over to pick him up. But it kind of looks sketchy. Yeah. So he's scared. I don't know if he thinks that it's Jason. Yeah. Or
because he takes his time walking up to
he's really kind of scared. Yeah. Like, he's like, "Who the fuck is?"
And
this?
The guy even kind of waves him up. He's like, "Come on."
And hurry up. And that's a cameo of one of the guy in the wheelchair from Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, really?
The remake. Yeah, both. There's 2 cameos in there. Those must be friends of that director. Yeah. But that was a cool little thing in there. And anyway, he takes too long. Jason shows up behind him. Yeah. Fucking guts him in a brutal ass way. He fucking shanks him to the back. Yeah. And grabs the front of the leg.
And he just picks him up. It's kind of like shaking him
for a long time.
And Trent, the whole time Trent's just like,
and then he grabs him and fucking throws him on the back of the tow truck, the spike thing where you connect the car.
Yeah.
And then the guy drives off because he's scared
and
with
then
the body.
Trent's just dragging along like, oh.
And that's the last of Trent.
Yeah.
So, moral of the story is don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
And you won't get a death like that, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah. And then we cut back to Clay and Jenna back at Camp Crystal Lake.
Mm-hmm.